Hello and welcome to the show. Round 5. How are you tonight? You good? Well, it's hard to believe. We're halfway. It's been 5 weeks since the CONrona phenomena started. It feels like 5 months to me. But anyway, we've got a bumper of a show for you tonight. And our guest tonight is Jackie Jones of BioResonate. So watch out for her. We're chatting to her later. So if you know anyone that suffers from chronic pain or pain, this is the one to watch. Now, if you're new to the show is always backed up onto YouTube of the same channel name, Vincent Anthony Media. So if you've got any friends, colleagues who missed the show, they can watch it later. Now, I've got some announcements to make before we get started. I'm now affiliated with 2 different companies since starting, and the first one is Ecamm. So if you're watching the show and you think, I'd like to do my own live streaming show, if you're a Mac user, go into my website, Vincent Anthony Media, and click on the Ecamm link, and that'll get you started on your live streaming. And also, if you've watched any of our shows so far, you'll see we've had some reports where I've done some spectacular aerial cinematography. And if you think, I wouldn't mind having a go at flying drones and doing that kind of stuff, again, if you go into my webpage, Vincent Anthony Media, and I've got a link there for DJI, and that's to my preferred quadcopter, which I use, which is fantastic for travel adventure video. In fact, when I went to Harris in the summer, I made a video on the North Harris Snorkel Trail, and I made the entire thing just with this quadcopter and a GoPro. So if you'd like to have a go at the old aerial photography, aerial cinematography, you can go into my website, Vincent Anthony Media, and click on the link for DJI, and that's my recommended machine. Also, if you are a company out there and you'd like to support the show, and you'd like to sponsor us, get in touch and we can put your logo on the screen during the show, or we can come and make some little TV style adverts for your product or your service. Okie dokie. And I just don't want to make sure that I've missed anything, so I've got my auto cue here. I think that's our introductions done. So we're going to start with our theory, our mindfulness theory, and we're sticking with the subject of negativity. Now, after last week's show, I had a great show. We had 2 fantastic guests with Graham and with Peter Hitchens, and after the show I was feeling great. I thought that went really well, brilliant. Then 9 o'clock Friday morning, I had the computer trolls, I had pest emails, I had pest phone calls, all because of our show. Now, fortunately, it didn't last much longer than half a day. So again, we're going to continue our lessons in conflict management, because in our classes, most of the time, people are just trying to deal with negativity created by ourselves. It's all about taking control from thoughts and emotions. But what do you do when other people are causing you negativity and causing you to have anxiety, stress, depression? It's a double whammy, isn't it? So we look at some techniques in our conflict management module or mini module in the course to try and help with that, because when people are attacking you, you're going to get more negativity coming your way. Okay, so why would people want to attack us because of our show? Well, it's all to do with this CONrona. It's for some people need to identify with something to give their life some meaning. Okay, and it could be a religion, it could be a football team, it could be something. It could be CONrona. If it wasn't CONrona, it might have been Brexit. It might have been Scottish independence. Anything that people can identify with, they will. And if you're not part of their tribal consciousness, if you're not part of what they believe in, they'll simply attack you. Okay, they might attack you physically, or they might hit you electronically, as I got last Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Okay, but understanding a bit about psychology and why people do what they do it helps with the negativity. Okay, so it's very much a tribal thing where people will attack you. The ego is always looking for an enemy to justify its existence. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you a quick movie. This is from The Matrix, and to illustrate what I'm talking about. So we'll run VT and just enjoy this little clip that I've found on The Matrix. Enjoy.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress?
I was...
Look again. Freeze it.
This isn't the Matrix.
No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you are one of them.
What are they?
Sentient programs. They can move in and out of any software still hardwired to their system. That means that anyone we haven't unplugged is potentially an agent. Inside the Matrix, they are everyone, and they are no one.
We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are the gatekeepers. They are guarding all the doors, they are holding all the keys, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
Someone.
I won't lie to you, Neo. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought an agent has died. But where they have failed, you will succeed.
Why?
I've seen an agent punch through a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.
So there we are. That's a little clip from the classic film The Matrix, and that film must be well over 25 years old now, and the philosophy is just amazing. It was a kind of philosophy that generally tends to appeal to younger people, and it's a fantastic movie. There's a lot of guns and shooting in it, but don't let that put you off watching the Matrix, starring Keanu Reeves, who plays the character Neo. And I'm just going to let's just go over that quote again that Morpheus says. If you remember, he's walking past and he looks at that policeman with the shades on, looking at him suspiciously. And Morpheus says, some of them are so hopelessly dependent on the system, they will fight to defend it. And I can relate to that because of what was happening to me on Friday morning with the calls and the emails coming my way. So let's bring up one of my gurus. Eckhart. If I can find Eckhart. Where's Eckhart? Where's my camera? Oh, sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties tonight. There we are. Let's switch back Let's switch back to my camera. Come on, bring me back. Okay, I'm in profile now. because I haven't worked out how to get the software working. But here's Eckhart Tolle. Let's cover me up, that's better. And Eckhart Tolle is my guru, if you like. And I'm going to read to you some pages from his book on the ego, okay? Because it's all about identification, okay? And let's just bring Eckhart up here. Now, he wrote the famous book, The Power of Now, and it was a bestseller. So he says, the mind is incessantly looking not only for food for thoughts, it is looking for food for its identity, its sense of self. This is how the ego comes into existence and continuously recreates itself. Okay? And moving on. Built into the very structure of the egoic self is a need to oppose, resist, and to exclude, to maintain the sense of separateness on which its continued survival depends. So there is me against the other, us against them. The ego needs to be in conflict with something or someone. That explains why you are looking for peace and joy and love, but cannot tolerate them for very long. You say you want happiness, but you are addicted to your unhappiness. Your unhappiness ultimately arises not from the circumstances of your life, but from the conditioning of your mind. So, there you are. It's all about identity. Now, see if I can get myself back again. There we are. I'll master this technology yet. I'll get there, eventually. So, on the subject of fear, I'm going to play you another movie clip. This time it's from Mr. Robot, and it's on the subject of fear. So if my technology is working properly, just watch this short clip. Enjoy.
I hope you don't mind I came. Something wrong?
It's good to see you, Gideon.
You. I know we didn't leave things on the best of terms.
Is it true? What I heard about Allsafe?
There is no Allsafe. I've had to furlough everyone. I'm hoping to get up and running again, but everyone's telling me it's over.
Gee, I wonder whose fault that is. Was that you or me? Getting all mixed up? I can't recall.
Let me get to my point. The FBI believes that I was behind the hack, or complicit in some way. I've given them all the evidence I can. I've cooperated with them every step of the way. But they still keep coming at me. They don't trust me. In fact, I think they might be hacking my email. I know someone is.
Now you're wondering who that someone is, aren't you?
The logins from times and machines I don't recognize.
Because if it was me, then that means it was you. How about it, huh? Could you live with yourself knowing that you framed Gideon?
Keep changing the password, but it's still not. Elliot? What's wrong?
Go ahead, tell him. Tell him that you're slowly descending into madness.
Stop. What? Stop what?
There are only so many times before my bullets finally penetrate that thick skull of yours. As the blood trickles out, so goes any sense of reason. Round and round we go, you not knowing what you did or didn't do. Our infinite loop of insanity.
If you know anything at all, or if there's anything you can do to help me, I need you to.
I can't help you.
Are you really going to let him take the fall for this? Look at him. Scared, small animal.
That's unacceptable.
Now he's doing what all small animals do when they're scared. Pretend they're bigger and scarier.
Look, if you're not going to do anything about this, I'm afraid you've left me no choice but to go to them with what I know, which, given the things I know about the day you left, pretty damning. Now, I'm asking you one last time to do the right thing.
He does have a point. He does know a lot. Perhaps too much. I wonder, if I sliced open his neck right now, would it be me doing it, or would it be you?
Yes. I am going to go to them. I'm going to tell them everything. Do you understand, Elliot? Everything.
Truth is, it doesn't matter. You start adding up all the choices you've been making, they all add up to one thing. You add up to one thing. Me.
So that was a little clip from Mr. Robot. So I'm just going to try and bring up my overlays again so I can, back in profile again, so that I can get my pictures. Here we go. Let's get this cat. There we are. So we have this cat here. So move me over there. Now we're talking. This is what cats do when they're about to go into a fight. What do? They arch their backs up to make them. They do it. They don't think about it. They just do it naturally to make themselves look bigger when they're about to be attacked. And very often, if you're suffering from, say, bullying in the workplace or bullying in a domestic situation, very often the people will do what they can to make themselves bigger. I mean, they might actually wear shoes to make themselves look taller, or they might just use the contents that come out of their mouth to make themselves bigger. And I remember once in a past life, I was in a job which wasn't great, and the person in charge was constantly insulting me every 10 minutes in front of the staff, in front of the customers. And it was only when I watched this clip from Mr. Robot that I realised what this person was doing. I realised how this person had so much power, because that person was using the choice of words to make themselves feel more powerful and bigger. The person himself that was doing it wasn't a big person, but just knowing that knowledge, it didn't stop the bullying, it didn't stop the negativity, but it kind of made the sting less painful when I started to understand what people do to try and make themselves look bigger. So that's a really interesting lesson I learned from watching Mr. Robot there. So we'll say goodbye to Pussycat, and I'll try and get myself back. If I can get myself back. Come on, there we are. So I'm going to have to do some homework on how to use this software. Okay, so the moral of the story is if you've been bullied by someone in the workplace or at home, look for signs of how that person is trying to make themselves bigger, like the cat. And it might not stop the bullying, and it might not stop the hurt, but it might reduce that sting when you start to understand techniques that people use to try and manipulate you. So, with that, where is everyone tonight? Not getting any comments. You can interact with me. Type up and say hello, unless there's another problem with the software, or there's a time delay or something. Interact with me. And on these shows, I don't want all the content just to be my stuff, which is why in the next few weeks we're going to have some really interesting guests coming on the show, so that they can tell us how they help people stay calm and relaxed during the current times. Now, earlier on, I spoke with Jackie of BioResonate. So let's just run VT and let's hear what Jackie had to say. Today I'm with Jackie Jones of the company BioResonate, and Jackie's based in Kinross. So thanks for joining us on the show, Jackie.
That's good to join you, thanks.
And now, BioResonate, it's a fascinating form of therapy, isn't it? It can help basically people with chronic pain. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. That's what bioresonance, according to Paul Schmidt,
with the machine that I use has been patented for. Yeah.
And you use a machine called, is it Rayonex?
Yes. It's a class 2 medical device.
Now, to do use this form of therapy, you had to get special training.
Yeah, I went to Germany and did my training and many other of the courses that Rayonex have held over the years. I've been doing it now for probably about 10 years.
And so can you tell us a bit about the process that you go through to diagnose an illness or a problem?
Well, we would obviously look at, one of the main things we look at is the acid-base balance in the body, the intestinal flora. We'd look at nutrients, and then we look at balancing the polarities in the body, because when we have disease in the body, we need to change that environment or the milieu of that body, because the body's gone out of symbiotic control, so we need to bring that back into control. And by doing that, we create symbiosis, and then the immune system can then take care of whatever that situation is in the body by bringing back harmony back into the body.
And so you are also trying to find the roots, the root cause of illnesses.
Yeah.
For example, you also look at things like you've mentioned before to me, things like nutritional aspects, your emotional life,
Yeah.
lifestyle. So do you also analyse people's lifestyles?
Yeah, to see what's really the root cause of that problem, because we're looking at the body as a whole. So when we look into that environment, like your lifestyle, your nutrition, one of the ways we can do that is, say, for instance, in our test, we found that somebody had electrical pollution as a problem. They were sensitive to that. Then what we could then recognise is, if we look at like Wi-Fi, mobile technology, geopathic stress can all have an impact on our health. So then what we would do, we'd then suggest to have a survey done of maybe your house or your office to see where the cause is. And then we'd offer simple solutions. So it could be just as simple as moving your furniture from where you regularly sit to another place. But then if not, we would then look at specialist equipment that would support the body in that environment to help bring about that better health again.
Yeah, and you've also mentioned to me that when you're doing your survey, that you look at things like how Wi-Fi can affect people's health, how mobile phone masts. I've heard that, if you've got a mobile phone mast in your back garden, that could be really dangerous, especially with, I don't know if you can elaborate on 5G. There's lots of stories about saying how 5G is bad for you.
Yeah, I mean, with the latest technology at the moment, we obviously don't know the effects completely of 5G on the body, but what we do know is the effect that Wi-Fi and mobile technology has on the cells, and how it affects the cells from releasing those nutrients and allowing those toxins to get out and the nutrients to get in, and that can have a great impact on our health. So it depends on the person. Everybody's different. Some people are affected by it, and other people it doesn't really affect at all. So that's why we're looking at solutions, and obviously 5G is a new one. That things and to support the body will obviously slowly will come out as this is discovered. But for the technology that we have now, 4G, etc., we do have a lot of things that can support the body to help them cope with that, because we can't change the environment that we're in, but we can try and give the body the support that it needs to cope with it. And
so, Jackie, you are also cooperate with other businesses and organisations as well. You're not entirely on your own.
No, I work along with Paul doing the building biology. Paul's based in Perth, and we've only recently sort of met up to do the surveys because he's done the foundation building biology like I have. And so from that we can offer a certain amount of support with that. I'm also part of the Care and Wellbeing Co-op, and that we then offer to those in isolation support within our communities, and that covers many different businesses, so that's quite varied.
So Jackie, if people want to find out more about BioResonate, how do they get in touch with you?
So on my website they can contact me, which is www.bioresonatent.com, or they can email me at jackie@bioresonatent.com.
Okay, Jackie, thank you for joining us on the show. That was absolutely fascinating. So if you want to find out more about that, we'll bring up Jackie's website on the show so you can contact her if you want to find out more about these therapies. So thank you very much, Jackie.
Okay, thanks, Vince.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
So that was Jackie from BioResonate. And tonight we've got our first comment here. Is my mate William. Welcome to the show, William. We hope you enjoy the rest of it. And William and I go back quite a few years, because when I used to live in West Lothian, William and I used to go around with our cameras and make little videos to promote local entrepreneurs, and we had a great time. So nice to see you, William, and enjoy the rest of the show. So, if you're all ready, we're now ready to do our practical exercise. Now, in our classes, we do what's called core practice, and that is generally 75% practical and 25% theory. And we do gentle movement. We've got mini sound workshop, and we practice 3 types of meditation, and we have a couple of relaxation exercises, and we finish with our acts of compassion. Now, for this exercise, I've been promising it for 2 weeks now. You're going to need your yoga mat, or you're going to need to bring your laptop next to the bed, use the bed, or if you've got a giant sofa, you can use that. Or if you're outside, indeed, you can just lie on the grass and do this. Just anything to make it comfortable for you to lie down. So just enjoy this exercise. Let's run VT. Enjoy. Now, in some of our classes, we can work with the mats. So this exercise is 3 combined into 1. We'll be doing a little bit of yoga, combined with a Tibetan relaxation exercise, and we'll be including the body scan technique, which is a popular exercise in many mindfulness classes. Now, if you don't have a yoga mat, it's okay. You can do this on your bed as well. And this is easy to do. Practice this at home anytime you want. It's a very good relaxation technique. So, just get on your back. And I would also recommend for this exercise to have a blanket ready for the meditation at the end. Okay, so just lie down. Just relax. And you're just going to let your arms come up and back. Just observe how relaxing this is. Join in with me. I learned this technique from Master Sudish, who's my local yoga teacher. And just let the arms fall down to your sides. Just relax. Let all your muscles just flop down. Now we're going to start with our body scan technique. I want you to relax the muscles in your feet. And relax the muscles in your toes. Relax your feet. Relax. Moving up to the calf muscles. Relax your calf muscles. Moving up to your thighs. Relax your thighs and your quad muscles. Relax. Relax your legs. Any tension that you notice, just relax it.
Moving up to your torso, relax the muscles in your stomach. And relax the muscles in your lower back. Moving up to the chest, relax your chest muscles. And relax your shoulders. Relax. Relax the muscles in your upper arms and relax the muscles in your lower arms. Relax the hands. Relax. Moving up to your head, relax the muscles in your face and relax the muscles in your forehead. And relax the muscles in your scalp. Relax your whole body. Relax. If you notice any tension in your muscles, just let the muscles flop down and relax. Once your whole body's relaxed, all the muscles relaxed, bring your right knee up. As so. Then your left knee up. Arms up to apex. Now either stay where you are or come up for 20. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Right leg down. Left leg down. Arms down. Right leg flat. Left leg flat. Relax. Round 2. Relax your feet, the muscles in your feet, and relax your legs. Relax your upper torso. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and your hands. Relax the muscles in your face. And relax the muscles in your scalp. Relax. Right leg up. Left leg up. Arms up to apex. Stay where you are or come up for 20. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Right leg down. Left leg down. Arms down. Right leg flat. Left leg flat. Relax. Round 3. Body scan. Relax your feet and relax your legs. Relax your stomach muscles and relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and relax your hands. Relax the muscles in your face and relax the muscles in your forehead. Once you're totally relaxed, right leg up, left leg up. Arms up to apex. Stay where you are or come up for 20. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right leg down. Left leg down. Arms down. Right leg flat. Left leg flat. Relax. Next round, relax your feet and relax your legs. Relax your upper torso and relax your arms. Relax your shoulders and relax the muscles in your face. And relax the muscles in your scalp. Once your body's totally relaxed, right leg up, left leg up. Arms up to apex. Stay where you are or come up for 20. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right leg down. Left leg down. Arms down. Right leg flat. Left leg flat. Relax. relax. Just breathe in the present moment. Next round, relax your feet and relax your legs. Relax your stomach muscles and relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and relax your hands. Relax the muscles in your face and relax the muscles in your forehead. When your body's totally relaxed, right leg up, left leg up. Arms up to apex. Stay where you are or come up for 20. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right leg down. Left leg down. Arms down. Right leg flat. Left leg flat. Relax. Last round. Body scan technique. Relax the muscles in your feet and relax the muscles in your legs. Relax the muscles in your upper torso. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and relax your hands. Relax the muscles in your face and relax the muscles in your scalp and your forehead. Okay, last round. Body scan technique. Relax the muscles in your feet and relax the muscles in your legs. Relax the muscles in your upper torso. Relax your arms and relax your hands. Relax the muscles in your face and relax the muscles in your forehead and your scalp. When all your body's totally relaxed, right leg up, left leg up. Arms up to apex. Stay where you are or come up for 60. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Right leg down. Left leg down. Arms down. Right leg flat. Left leg flat. Now at this point at home, you might want to put a blanket over you to stay warm. And we'll just do a short meditation. Just lie there and focus on your breath. Any thoughts coming in, try to come back to your breath and concentrate on letting all your muscles just flop down. Just meditate for a couple of minutes. And counting down. 5. Coming back to the room. coming back to the room. 3, coming back to the room. 2, coming back to the room. 1. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and take your seat again.
So there you are. How did you get on? Did you enjoy that? Was it good? Again, if you missed some of the exercises, don't worry, the show gets recorded to YouTube of the same channel name, Vincent Anthony Media, and you can do all these exercises as many times as you want. And this will be interesting for some of the classmates who've never had a chance to use the mats, because in some of our venues it's not practical to work with the mats. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll use those techniques to help you stay calm and relaxed during these current times. So it's that time in the show where we're just going to have a little look at what's been going on. Now I'm going to try and bring up a little picture here. This is a photo I took with earlier on today. I was out in Lochleven doing some mindful photography, and I took this shot with my smartphone. And this is a kind of sorry picture, because in a lot of the wee villages around Lochleven, they take great pride in their flowers. And I'm not a gardener. I just cut the grass and strumming that. That's gardening for me. But if you look at this picture, you'll see the earth is all dry, flowers are dead, and I've been in this area for many years, and this is something that you would not normally see, but because people are staying indoors, it means that the flowers are all dying, and lots of gardening's getting neglected. So that was a bit of a sorry sight, but it didn't stop me from going out. I really had it was very therapeutic doing mindful photography this afternoon in the sun. And if you've missed any of our previous shows, I think it's episode 2, we've actually got a report on how to do mindful photography. So if you missed that, you might want to check that one out. So the other thing that came through today was I got this email earlier on, this disappointing email. Now, at the start of the CONrona, through the mass media, we were told that if you're self-employed, you'll get funding to help you get through this time if you've lost all your work. And so I applied for funding as a creative person, and I actually thought I was going to get this money. However, the truth is that it was actually too good to be true, because I got this email a couple of hours ago, in fact, saying, "Dear Mr. Johnston, thank you for applying for the funding. We regret to inform you that due to the high demand in applications, unfortunately, you've been unsuccessful in getting the funding. Bye for now." So there we are, and that was a bit frustrating. I actually had been hoping for the last 5 weeks that I was going to get some funding to get through this time. So it was for me personally, it was a Jackanory story. And on that note, run VT.
Jackanory.
Hello. Are you ready for a bedtime story? Are you all tucked up in bed with a warm glass of milk? Good. Then we'll begin. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, in Middle-earth, there was a place called Silicon Glen. Kirkton campus. And in Silicon Glen, there was a computer IT firm. and they were selling communications hardware and software. And their sales were doing really quite well at the moment. But this computer firm had a dark secret, because it was owned by our arch villain of our story tonight, known as Doug Boy. And Doug Boy was a monster, half man, half Doggett. And Doug Boy was a member of a dark secret global organisation called the Scatty Illuminati. And the Scatty Illuminati wanted to take over the world. Well, they maybe didn't say it quite like that, but you get the idea. And Doug Boy had an underground secret facility underneath his computer factory. In that facility were kidnapped brilliant scientists who were being forced to work on biological weapons of mass destruction. Now, we'll go to our hero of the story. And our hero of the story is Wee Dewey from Wales. And Wee Dewey had a very special job. He was employed by Her Majesty's Secret Services. Cue music. Now, Wee Dewey was employed for 3 reasons. 1, he was an expert thief, like what Bilbo was. And 2, he was an expert, a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Well, he didn't maybe quite say it like that, but you know what I mean. Let's get myself back. And also, Wee Dewey was employed for another reason. Due to the government's equal opportunities and social inclusion policy, they had to employ Wee Dewey because he was the only gay in the village. So, let's kill our music just now. Wee Dewey, one night, was hanging outside the toilets. He was just hanging about. Just hanging about. When he gets a beep on his pager, and a message comes from M from HQ saying, "Wee Dewey, we've got a mission for you. You must get on your moped and zoom up to Bonnie, Scotland, and take out Doug Boy ASAP. Should you choose to accept this mission. This message will self-destruct in 22 seconds. So, Wee Dewey got on his best leathers, jumped on his wee moped, and zoomed up to the north of the border. Meanwhile, back in Silicon Glen, in the computer firm, Doug Boy is sitting quite happy, because he's had this master plan for quite some time, and so far it's working. He managed to create a new virus, and using his team of media poodles, he would tell the world that they should stay at home and look at the rainbow. Stay at home and look at the rainbow, and don't go out, because you might die. Now, this worked a treat, and his sales of his computers soared. Everyone was buying communications hardware and software so they could stay at home and communicate with their friends and their family. But his plan had 2 stages. Stage 2 was incredible because there had to be an end game. Stage 2 was to bring out a cure for this virus, which was called the CONrona. And what would happen is he would give it to the elderly first. But unfortunately, what the poor innocent public didn't know was that this vaccine that he was going to create contained a secret formula which would cause the unfortunate host to pass away very quickly. And for the government, this was good because it would save them on having to pay out all those pensions. And so Dog Boy created some TV adverts, and he had lots of people lined up, lots of elderly people with like rainbows on their sweatshirts, saying, "I'm lining up, I'm going to take the vaccine, I'm saving lives, I'm taking the vaccine." And then after a while, Dog Boy would go for the middle-aged people, and they would take the vaccine. And then the young. But he wouldn't kill off all the people. No, they needed to keep about a billion of the population, because when everyone had gone, and they'd killed everyone off, and all the elite could inherit the earth, they'd still need some people to do like the cleaning the toilets and cleaning the sewers and things like that. So they weren't going to kill off everyone. So this was the plan. It was perfect. And so Dog Boy was sitting around the table with his cohorts and the scatty Illuminati celebrating. They were saying, "This is it, our plan has come to fruition. Tomorrow we take over the world." Well, maybe didn't say it quite like that, but you get the idea. Then all of a sudden, in the factory, there was a noise. And Dog Boy's dog-like senses could tell something wasn't quite right. What he didn't know was that wee Dewey had penetrated in more ways than one. Lying on the floor outside the main factory room were two security guards who were unconscious. Wee Dewey had used his jiu-jitsu to knock them out. And I can assure you those guards would have woken up the next morning not feeling quite themselves either. So, wee Dewey goes into the main factory area, knocks out one of the scientists and puts on his scientist coat and goggles so he can blend in and that. He then bursts into the main room, and Dog Boy turns around and sees wee Dewey. And Dog Boy says, "Get him, I'm going to kill him." And wee Dewey says, "Oh, is that what you think, boyo? Not so fast." And just before Dog Boy pulls out his big gun, Dewey pulls out the biggest Scooby snack you've ever seen. Dog Boy stops, drops his gun, because he's just seen the biggest Scooby snack he's ever seen. Wee Dewey says, "Oi, Dog Boy, fetch!" and wellies it to the other end of the factory. Dog Boy bounds after this big Scooby snack, and just when he's caught off guard, wee Dewey tasers him, and there's a big puff of fluff everywhere. The scientists in the facility shout, "Hurrah, hurrah! We're saved! We'll be able to go back to our jobs and get paid overtime." And that was the night that wee Dewey saved the world. The next day, wee Dewey was invited down to Buckingham Palace to meet the Queen, where he was given a golden medal of bravery. And he was also promoted to 007 3/4. And they all lived happily ever after. However, 3 days later, a freak meteor hit the planet Earth and knocked it out of its orbit, and everyone died anyway. Cue credits.
CONrona.
So there we are. I hope you'll enjoy that wee bedtime story. Back to reality. So we're now coming to the end of the show, and so I hope you enjoyed your gentle movement exercise. And next week we will be speaking to a fascinating man, Graham Harvey, who's a clinical hypnotherapist, and he's also known as the Time Lord. Now, I'm not talking about Doctor Who I'm talking about the real deal here. Does it sound interesting? Well, watch next week's show for the Graham Harvey interview. You might also, he can help people with all sorts of things, but I'm not going to say too much just now. We'll be talking to him next week. So all that remains for me to say is thank you to our guest this evening, Jackie Jones of BioResonate. Thank you to our messengers tonight, William. Thanks for joining us, William. I hope you enjoyed the show. And also, thank you to you, our viewers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it tonight. So that's us halfway. End of round 5. We'll see you next time. Run VT, run credits. Bye for now.